Hello, good evening. Y'all sitting here eating a Snickers. How y'all doing on this beautiful day? So I thought I would come on here and give a 5 p.m. message for my clients. We have a lot of manifesting to do, a lot of healing to do, and a lot of manifesting. And we don't have time for the games, the jigsaw puzzles, and the puzzling and odd behavior, the weird, goofy, Twilight Zone-ish stuff that they call witchcraft. We know what real witchcraft is, don't we? So a lot of y'all are involved with these. A lot of my clients are involved with these um, very tedious types of so-called spiritual wars with people, right? And that can be a crazy experience, can it? It can really be a crazy experience when you're going through that. Okay. But here's what I want to say, especially those of you that were righteous and got trespassed upon, right? A lot of y'all that got done wrong for no reason. People didn't have no reason to be attacking. They still don't have no reason. I mean, they may have their own justification, but it's pointless, in the eyes of spirit. Okay. As long as you have done the work, you already won. Okay. I can't say what your outcome gonna be if you ain't did the work. Okay. I can't promise you what you're going to get if the work is not done. Okay. You already won. Your enemies are still making these moves after 7, 11, 10, 20 years. At this point, they're just wasting their time, ain't they? At this point, they are. And this is something that people need to realize and stop being so reactionary to things, because they're doing things to get your attention and they're doing things to get your energy. But otherwise, if the work has been done, then you have nothing to worry about. They just ain't up on things. They're not the people that y'all are dealing with, because they're constantly doing things. Even when they exercise, when they move around, they're getting toilet paper, personalized toilet paper printed up with your name on it. You can actually do that. And these people will actually go that far because they hate you. The nature of the evil eye is convincing people of something just by saying something or doing something. And the something that they are doing does not matter. As long as you have done the work, it does not matter what ritual they have done. If they have a fucking puppet doll buried 6 feet under in the damn cemetery. Okay. As long as you have done the work, had the work done, used the appropriate intent, and you have faith in what you have done, you have nothing to fear except for fear itself. And a lot of y'all need to hear that, because a lot of y'all have these fears. You let these people get to you. You got to stop letting folk get to you. Now, I will tell you that a lot of y'all need those chakra protection bottles. Those are going to be so important. Those are going to be so important to keep you grounded and keep your chakras protected. Um, and so, it does help a lot. Because what they do is they're constantly, and it's because they think that they have to do that to survive, but really they don't. Really, it doesn't matter. Unless they're doing certain things to you, then those things can be cause for some kind of concern. But otherwise, when it comes to this so-called spiritual warfare, you do not have to fear your enemies, because as long as you were righteous, especially if you righteous, that means you were doing what you were doing and you were not trying to do harm. Okay, you weren't trying to harm them, but they wanted to harm you. They wanted to kill you. They wanted to destroy your life. They wanted to destroy your dreams. They wanted to destroy your aspirations. They wanted, really what they wanted to do was some sick stuff that I'm not even going to mention. They lost already. And it ain't even no competition. You just living life. You're on your journey through life. They see it as a competition. Well, you already won that competition because you are above the competition. You are. You already won. When you've done the work, you've already won. Okay. And your spirit is going to tell you that too. How you feel in your spirit is going to tell you. You have already won. Now, at this point, what we need to focus on is manifestation. Okay. Now that we have the connection to the universe. Okay. Because what they did, and it was real slick what they did. Hello, John Lane. Hello. What they did was they pretty much worked on your chakras, or AKA your spirit. They worked on your spirit to try to disconnect you. They were not really able to do that, but they were able to create some struggles. And now that you know that you have to have that connection from above and below and everything in between, now you know. And whatever it is that they do, they just gonna keep making a fool out of themselves, looking silly. Okay, they gonna keep making a complete fool out of themselves. They gonna be doing things that is really making them look silly, and it'll be all for nothing. The days of glamour is over. Now, what we need to do, what God Spirit wants us to do, is work on manifestation. All this other cockamamie crap that they're doing, this so-called spiritual warfare, it's been over. It's been over. But the problem is that they didn't get what they wanted when they did it to you before. They ain't gonna never get what they want ever. Hey, one EQ. Good evening. They not gonna ever get that, and that's the problem. And they'll probably spend the rest of their life convincing themselves that they had rights to do what they did, and they don't. I'm saying this to everybody that's under my watch. If you watching this, I don't know about nobody else's spirits. I can only speak for mine. Yep, exactly. You right about that one, EQ. You right about that. They already lost. They just don't have the foresight of it. And they're going to have a lot of regret, which by the time that happens, we already, because they've already let us know, I'm going to try to do physical harm to you if I lose this, which is really pathetic. God. Somebody that loses a spiritual battle with you and now they want to make moves to try to physically harm you. Yeah, you ain't got no magic, hon. There's no magic there. Sorry. But, people that are doing little stupid stuff to you, all that stuff that they did, they didn't do nothing but create bad karma for themselves that they gonna have to deal with eventually. At this point, all we have to do is manifest now. When I work on you guys, I'm working on you, directly on you. Some of y'all, yeah, you need to do certain things, if you haven't dealt with it, but I'm talking about people that have done the work. And they're going to continue to do things to try to shock you, try to, and it ain't nothing, but it's considered to be like a shock wave. It's an echo. It's a mere pittance to, they've lost already. And the sooner they try to pick up the pieces of their own pride and self-respect, they're going to continue to be to lose. Because I deal with all kinds of problems. You know what I'm saying? Like when my clients come to me, they obviously have a problem. People trying to get you kicked out of your home, people trying to slash your tires. They doing work on everything. They want you to lose your job. They want you to lose your businesses. They doing all kind of stuff. They already lost as long as the work has been done. Now, if the work ain't been done, you better get to work. But when the ball drops, because I can't wait till New Year's. New Year's is going to be amazing. When you look at when you do the numerology of 2023, you get the number 7. 2024 is going to be the number 8. Anybody that you see still doing the dumb stuff that they do, that means that they are losers. They lost. They can talk all the cockamamie crap they want to talk, try to make it seem like they fulfilled in life, but they not. Now, 2022 broke down to the number 6. This is when they exposed themselves because they was still running around here with that crap. Okay. So they through. They been through. This new year gonna be a real wake up call for them. And you never know, some gods might return. Gods already returned in 2022. They just missed the memo. They didn't get the visit. They got passed up, and they didn't deserve to get the visit. In 2022, they should have got the visit, but they didn't because they had too many impure thoughts. They was too angry. Okay, that's why they didn't get blessed. The whole year of 2024 is going to be hell for them that they can't avoid. And God is warning them. You got the number 8, which is the number of God. of infinity and beyond. They all off in another realm trying to create stuff when nobody else is doing that. Nobody else is doing that. What they're doing. Nobody. Nobody's doing that. That's stupid. So they keep doing all this stuff because they have not. And you know what? They'll probably stay wrapped up in that stupidity for the rest of their life. They're going to be put on ignore completely. Okay, to the point where even the lesser gods that they turn to are going to ignore them completely and totally. So I can feel their fear because for some reason they can't change. They should have changed it a long time ago. They have to change. They don't have to do it for you. They have to do it for themselves. But I can promise you, as long as you did that work, you good. Now, I will tell you that I think that it's memory. I think that your body, your spirit is not remembering, and that's the issue. So that's why I said these crystal witch bottles is going to restore and regenerate because it's taken a lot out of you. It was very draining dealing with them, very draining. Okay. So I got two of them that I made right here. Let me show them to y'all real quick. Aren't they beautiful? These are amazing. Okay. These are the larger size. Okay. So, you and then they wanted to play around with spiritual warfare, and that's not what they were supposed to be doing. Spiritual warfare is something serious. If you were actually in a spiritual warfare, they would be dead already. If they were actually in spiritual warfare with us, they would already be dead. So it wasn't no spiritual warfare. It was more so just a constant annoyance. It was like just like goddamn, they done irritated the hell out of folks. They're just irritating. Constantly talking about the same thing, trying to shame you for shit that you would never be shamed of. It's sad, man. It's sad. Kinsley's mommy with wax. I just set them in there with wax, candle wax. But if they keep falling off, then you can take a little piece of wood glue or whatever and put that on there. Yeah, but that's wax. When the one up now, that was a piece of my thing. Okay. Yep, I just dripped a little bit of candle wax on it and then dripped some in the middle so that it'll set them all in there. Okay. Yeah. If we were actually in a spiritual warfare, they would have died. Because really, a lot of y'all have the power or had the power to kill them with magic. Spirit has merely been humoring them for it's ridiculous. It really is. So y'all gonna be all right. Just make sure you do the work, bro. If you don't do the work, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. It don't matter what end you on. If you accidentally got involved with some stupidity, then as long as you did the work to end that, and I'm talking about with some of y'all, you had to use graveyard dirt to get these people to fuck away from you. You had to use graveyard dirt. Yeah, John, here's the thing about it though. You got to get them out of your spirit. And I thought about coming on here and showing you guys a candle. I'll do it later. Y'all got to invest in the things, the stones, the activated charcoal. Y'all need, because they're poisonous, they're venomous, they're toxic. You need activated charcoal, John. You can get them out of your spirit. Their anger, their stupidity, their crap, their crud. There is only one force, and all that other stuff, white supremacy, black supremacy, sexism, racism, all that other bullshit. It's only one thing that they cannot touch, and that is love. Okay. If you got some activated charcoal, you need to use it every day. You can use it every single day. In fact, I'm gonna make some charcoal candles, y'all. I'm gonna make an activated charcoal ritual candle creation, and it'll have activated charcoal in it. I am gonna start making candles again. You can use activated charcoal to color your candles too. Mm-hmm. They're annoying. It's the confusion and the chaos that they constantly live in. You're not supposed to continuously live in chaos. You're not. You're not supposed to consistently be in a chaotic state. That's not the way you're supposed to be. A lot of them are gonna die because your body can't handle all that chaos for too long. Yeah, you can use activated charcoal to make black salt too. Yep, it's good stuff. And there's this powder that I make with activated charcoal, salt, and sulfur, and it's some good stuff. Get them out of there real quick. You can throw some coffee grinds in there too. Okay. Those of you that ain't did the work and you didn't listen to me, you better do that work. Okay. You better get that work done. You know what I'm saying? Right. They are doing a lot of chaotic stuff. But see, the problem is that the chaos is coming from them themselves. You're supposed, okay, y'all, I gotta go. You're supposed to ground that chaotic energy. You're supposed to um make it make sense. And when it never makes sense, it don't make dollars, it don't make healing. It's just, it's, you know what I'm saying? Well, the sulfur shouldn't do that. The sulfur shouldn't do that as long as you have enough charcoal. Okay. Yeah, do the work. But I think part of the reason why so many people stay wrapped up in it is because it is typically because you had to know what ritual to do, specifically what ritual to do. You had to know specifically what to use to accomplish that. And a lot of us got the memo late, or either they, because what they do is they filled everybody with so much chaos, and all that blood is on their hands, all that blood and sweat and tears is on their hands, and they're gonna have to talk to God about that, because they're gonna say, well, I was tricked and I was this and I was that, and God knows the truth, because they you know, they was lying to God. Mm-hmm. So, but see, we looking at the in between, because 2024, I mean, I feel like around Christmas time is when it's gonna be hell for them, and y'all gonna have to be real, real careful. You gonna have to protect your property, because they gonna be so angry that they're gonna see red. Their eyes might even turn red with anger, because they're gonna be so angry because they put so much of their time and energy and money into this bullshit. And I'm glad to say that at Divine Services, ain't nobody paid me for no bullshit. I ain't built my business on that. If it's some stupid shit, you can't come to my company with no dumb shit. But a lot of these people, they did stuff that they shouldn't have been doing just for the money. And a lot of those clients are going to come back and possibly even sue them because they paid them. I'm talking about tens of thousands of dollars. Like, I'm not talking about thousands. I'm talking about clients paid them tens of thousands of dollars to do some dumb shit that they could never do. Yeah. And as long as you on my gravy train, your gravy gonna taste good. Your gravy, you gonna have special gravy. Long as you on my gravy train, because and I'm just telling you, okay. And that's what I'm saying. Few and far between, but we lucky as fuck. We are. We lucky. We gifted. Yeah, it's gonna be that kind of gravy that make you want to slap your mama. That special stuff. Oh Lord have mercy. And it's just as crazy. Okay. So you been John said I've been thinking about hopping on it. If y'all want my services, I don't see what's stopping you. I don't see nothing that's stopping any nothing. All I see is nothing. I don't see nothing. Okay. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is, guys. Okay. And they still trying. They should have went by the calendar in the Bible. They should have went by that time frame, you know, because they decided that they wanted to take slaves and people to steal their energy from. But it's been well over 6 years. Yeah, that's some good seasoning too. That slap your mama seasoning. That's some good stuff right there. Okay. So y'all gonna be all right. Every now and then I have to come and tell y'all gonna be all right. And I'm totally like revamping everything, like my whole business now. A lot of the traditional stuff, but a lot of the things that are staples I'm keeping the same. My chakra cleansing ritual is changing. Um and it meaning that it's improving. Okay. That's the one thing. And yeah, as far as like protection and things of that nature is we're up in the ante on stuff like that. Yeah, I've been revamping things. I have been. So, but what I did previously worked. It all works because of my intent, you know. I'm just telling you, do the work. Do the work and you'll be okay. If you don't do the work, there's no guarantees. Okay. And they want to go back and forth. They want to go back and forth so badly. Like it's ridiculous. And the reason why they want to go back and forth is because they really don't have no power. That's the only reason why a person would want to go back and forth and still constantly coming at you and coming at you and coming at you. That means I mean, when somebody's constantly thinking about you and stinking about you and acting a fool all the time, don't that mean that they lost? Hell, they can't even live their life. Every move they make is about you and not about them. Every move we make is about us and our family and our loved ones and our lives and our creditors. you know, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's been all about you. And then they'll say, well, you're supposed to appreciate that. But a lot of y'all, if y'all didn't know what y'all know, or either ran into somebody that knew what they knew, they could have screwed you. And they have screwed people. They have screwed over a lot of people. And they got them people so scared to talk. Right. And it's a weird feeling having somebody obsessed with you, bro. It's like, oh, it makes you feel like you want to puke. But the reason why they obsessed with you is because they are interested in that solar plexus. I don't know exactly what's wrong with theirs. If it's some kind of genetic defect or something, I have no idea. Okay. And it don't matter what you look like, how you shaped, whether or not you fat, tall, fat, skinny, tall, or short. All that was bullshit. I looked at something last night on TikTok. This lady was taking, she had this black fabric and it was like sticking to her skin and she was just wrapping herself in it. She had a big old gut and she wrapped herself in it and she had no gut no more. It was like, what the hell? And people was like, I'll take my gut, thank you. TikTok is a totally different environment than YouTube. It is. People are like, this looks like this is not healthy for you. Like, what the hell is this? It's a lot of it does. It makes you want to vomit, and that is because they are trying to, it's that solar plexus energy that they want. And but so it's really all of your energy, and it just, I think the mere act of fighting it is what drains people. So you have to have a permanent solution to combat that. You know what I'm saying? And I will tell you that those crystal witch bottles are amazing. I made one for myself 2 nights ago. I got up the next morning. I was running up and down the steps. I said, damn. And at first, I had been having knee pain for the past couple of years. This shit ain't normal to be in your 40s, have no damn knee pain. Something ain't right. Something ain't right with that bullshit. I was like, I call bullshit on the whole thing. I washed the walls, the doors, the door handles. I cleaned. I had so much it was so much clarity. Got up this morning, vacuum my steps. They've been keeping you drained. And it sucks, man. What for what though, especially when somebody's not a threat to you. Cause really the whole idea of you being a threat is fake anyway. You know? His ex is obsessed with him and he hasn't talked to her in years. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Yeah, you definitely need to put that activated charcoal to work. I put it in a jar and forget about it, or a bottle and forget about it. But see, a lot of times, see, I think that some of these spiritualists be taking advantage of people because they're frauds and they don't know nothing except for discord and disharmony. Because sometimes they'll say, oh, well, I can see so and so is doing this and doing that, and so and so don't be doing nothing. So you just gotta, like, for me, when you come to me, I'm gonna let you know, hey, you need to work on yourself. Yeah, 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 that happened years ago, but now it's time to work on self. I know you went through this, and that, and something, 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 but now it's time for you to, for you to regenerate and replenish yourself. Because that whole, especially with this whole YouTube shit, people wanting to stay at war for 10, 20 years, like hell no. Hell to the no. 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 And yeah, no. Oh yeah, you gotta wash them walls. Mm-hmm. You gotta wash them walls. Especially during spiritual warfare, it's gonna build up and accumulate on the walls. And wash the door frames, like the frames of the door, the whole door, all that you'll see like dust and black stuff up there and stuff. Clean all that up, and the baseboards too. That clean them baseboards too, with and spray them down. Put a good piece of alum in your spray bottle too, with your ammonia and stuff. Yeah, you got to do that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Kinsley's mommy, you need to contact me because I got a lot to tell you about that situation, but I can't tell you here publicly. Ew. Lord have mercy. Bleh. Yeah. So, mm-hmm. All right, y'all. That's my cue. I will see y'all later. Have a good one. And if your spiritualist is not telling you that, then they are a fraud. They just want to keep you in limbo. You know how many people I do work for? I've done work for so many people, it's ridiculous because I'm not limited. I'm not trying to hold on to nobody. People that stick by me for years, it's because they may have an ongoing thing going on that they need, extensive work on. But otherwise, I'm not just gonna tell you something just to scare you to keep you at my business. You know what I'm saying? If it's if it's time for you to move on with your life, live your life, eh, you know, yeah, you can email me, sweetie. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. Hmm. Now, if you ain't did the work though, then there may be a problem with that. And I ain't talking about just a candle though. I ain't talking about just a candle. Candles are great. I've got about 5 or 6 of them going right now. 9 of them actually. 10. 10. Oh, I need to light that one back up. I had 12 of them going. A total of 4 tea lights and some tapers. But um, so if you ain't did the work, then it can be a problem. And that's what they like to do. They like to get in your head and try to make you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real diabolical the way they try to pretend I am the queen and I'm God and I'm this and that. And you can say the same thing. Well, I'm queen and I'm God of my castle. That, but like, what that's just it's just a basic level of respect. You know what I'm saying? And honor and decency. Am I gonna come up in your house and say, I'm queen of your house. And what? Because usually when people are doing stuff like that, it's because they ain't got no house that they own, or they don't feel validated or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And the moment that person is running your house, things start falling apart. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, it sucks. But anywho, I gotta go, y'all. All right, y'all have a happy 8/8. I gotta go. I got readings to do. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Blessings. Bye.